Also tonight, one of the major provisions of Obamacare is on hold for another year. The administration says it's not ready to force businesses to provide health care for its workers or face fines. By the administration's own admission, this part of the Obamacare plan is not ready for prime time. And the Republicans, of course, are jumping on that. Remember what then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said in 2009, just before the vote?
It's going to be very, very exciting. But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
Well, they did that. They passed the bill, but the fog in Washington hid some of the devilish details about the Affordable Health Care Act that are now preventing its full, timely implementation. With a story of what it means for you and for the people you work for, here's KUSI's Sasha Fu. Sasha?
Ross, some business groups have been actually dreading that deadline of January 1st to meet one of the law's new requirements. Today, the Obama administration gave those businesses a benefit they were only too happy to receive.
More time. One of the major provisions of President Obama's Affordable Care Act is being delayed. The Internal Revenue Service is giving bigger companies with 50 employees or more, another year to meet a new federal requirement to provide health care insurance or else pay a penalty.
They said, wait, we need more time because we can't figure all this out.
The deadline has been moved to 2015, giving employers with large workforces in multiple states additional time to update their coverage.
I'm hoping it ends up being a good thing, but we don't know. They've rushed in, they passed a law, and we have what we have at the moment, and we can only hope it gets better.
Insurance agent Craig Gusson says critics of Obamacare have been predicting obstacles like this in getting the insurance reforms on track.
They can't get everything done in time, and that's the big issue that we're running into. I think there's a way to do it right, and I think by taking another year, they're going to have more time to do it. This is like trying to move an elephant. You're just not going to do it overnight.
In San Diego County, the decision affects fewer than 5% of business owners. It's the restaurant and large hotel chains that face the most changes with this requirement.
This is just doing it right. Think of it as taking the time to do it right.
Richard Ledford, an advocate for expanding health coverage for small businesses, doesn't see the delay as a setback.
Will this be the end of the world if we delay the regulation by a year? And the answer is no, because 90-some-odd% of all these large businesses have health insurance anyway. They're providing health insurance. So it's not like someone's going to go uninsured because the feds have delayed the regulation by a year.
While Congress passed the basic framework for the reforms, Ledford says the government is taking a smart approach by slowing down to work out the more complex details.
To those who say this is a derailment, not at all. Actually, it's a prudent move that is in response to the very issues that are being raised by the larger businesses. And guess what? The federal government is responding to that. The administration is saying, we hear you. We're going to take some time to see if we can figure this out together.
Again, that one-year delay applies only to large employers. The state insurance commissioner notes that more than 92% of California employers already offer insurance, so there's no effect on them. And by the way, California's new insurance exchange starts accepting applications in October, and that exchange is slated to be up and running by the 1st of next year. In the newsroom, I'm Sasha Fu, KUSI News.